Good morning, my students. Today we will review on Unit 3. Number 1, complete the following. Number A, the pattern triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, circle is a repetition of what? Triangle, square, circle, triangle, square, circle. So the repetition of triangle, square, circle. Triangle, square, circle. Number B, if one angle is right in a parallelogram, then it is called what? The parallelogram has 4 sides. Each 2 opposite sides are parallel and equal in length, and each 2 opposite angles are equal in measure. The parallelogram, if had right one of its angles is right angle, it become what? Rectangle. If all sides are equal, it become rhombus. If the angles right and sides equal in length, it become square. So if one angle is right in a parallelogram, then it is called what? Rectangle. Number C, a rhombus is a square if its what are equal in length. The rhombus has 2 diagonals. The 2 diagonals are not equal in length. In the square, the 2 diagonals are perpendicular and equal in length. Also in the rhombus, the 2 diagonals are perpendicular. So if the rhombus is a square, if what? Diagonals are equal in length. Number D, 24 decimeter cube equal what letters? We say from meter to decimeter, we multiplying by 10. Meter square converting to decimeter square, multiplying by 100. Meter cube converting to decimeter cube, multiplying by 1000. Decimeter cube called letter. So we convert from decimeter cube to letter. Letter is also decimeter cube, so it equals 24 also. If the area of one face of a cube is 81 centimeter square, then its volume equal what? We have area of one face of a cube. The cube, his faces is square. So the area of one face means the area of a square. Area of a square equal what? Equal length times length, or side length times side length. So length times length equals 81. What times what equal 81? 9 times 9. So length equal 9 centimeter. To get the volume of a cube equals what? Length times length times length equals 9 times 9 times 9 equals 729 centimeter cube. Number 2, choose the correct answer. Number A, line, 2 lines, 3 lines, what in the same pattern? 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. So we completing by increasing 1 line each time. So the next is 4 lines. The second, the third, 5 lines, 6 lines, 1 line, 2 line, no. 4 lines, 5 lines, yes. The number of trapezoids in opposite figure. These 3 lines are parallel. So we have 1 trapezoid, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the parallelogram, the sum of 2 consecutive angles is what? From the properties of parallelogram, measure of angle A equal measure of angle C. Measure of angle B equals measure of angle D, and that sum of 2 consecutive angles must be 180 degree. 3/4 letters equal what? 750 meter cube, 750 decimeter cube, 750 centimeter cube, 0.75 milliliter. First, meter cube to decimeter cube to centimeter cube to millimeter cube. From meter cube to decimeter cube, we say multiplying times 1000. From decimeter cube to centimeter cube, multiplying times 1000. And also from centimeter cube to millimeter cube, we multiplying by 1000. Letter means decimeter cube. So this is 750 decimeter cube. So we can't choose this because we must write 3/4 or 0.75 as decimal. 0.75 decimeter cube. Converting to meter cube, from we dividing 1000. Dividing not get 750. To convert, this is wrong. This also is wrong. 750 centimeter cube. Converting from decimeter cube to centimeter cube, multiplying by 1000. Multiplying by 1000. 0.75 multiplied by 1000, we move the point towards the right 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Put 0. 750 centimeter cube. It is the right answer. Number E. The number of edges of a cuboid is what? This is the cuboid. How many edges? In the base, we have 4 edges. 4 edges in the base. In the top, we have also 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 edges. And we have 4 heights. Plus 4 equals 12 edges. Number 3. The height of a cuboid is 6 centimeters. If it has a square base, what is the meaning of a square base? Means length equals width. And its volume is 726 centimeter cube. Find the length of side of its base. First, from the rule of volume of cuboid equals length times width times height. Now we know the volume of cuboid and its height. We wanted to find the length and the width. From this, we say the base is square, so the length equals the width. So we can replacing width with length, or length with width. The volume equal length times height. So the volume is 726 equals length times height. Height is 6. Length times length equals what? Equal 726 dividing 6. Dividing 6, which is 121. Now we have length times length equal 121. What times what equals 21? 11 times 11. So the length is 11 centimeter. So the length of the side of its base is 11 centimeter. Number 4, a cubic water tank with inner edge 7 meters. If the water is poured into it at rate of 24,500 liters per hour. First, find the height of the water after 1.5 hours. Then find the time needed to fill the tank. First, we want to find the height of water after 1.5 hours. What is the meaning of the rate? The rate means number of liters per 1 hour. So if we want to find the volume of water in 1.5 hours, volume of water after 1.5 hours equals what? Equals the rate times 1.5. 1.5, it is the decimal form of 1.5. The rate equal what? To 24,500 liters per hour times 1.5, which is 36,750 liters. From the volume, now the volume or the shape of the water is a cuboid, not cubic. It is a cuboid. We have a cubic tank. The water after 1 hour, the water takes the shape of the container. Now this is 7 centimeter. The width is also 7 centimeter, and it is the height. It is 7? No. So the shape of the water is a cuboid. So this volume is the volume of cuboid. Volume of cuboid equals what? Equals length times width times what? Times height. Here the length equals to the width. The volume is liter. But we have the unit of the length is meter. So we must convert this into meter cube. From meter cube to liter. Liter is the decimeter cube. From meter cube to decimeter cube, we multiplying times 1,000. Now we convert from decimeter to millimeter cube. So we make a dividing. Dividing what? Dividing 1,000. This number dividing 1,000, 0 cancelled with 0. How we can divide this number dividing 100? We put a point after 2 digits. 1, 2. 36.75 meter cube. Now we use this volume 36.75 equals length equals 7 times 7 times height. Height equals 36.75 dividing 7 times 7, which is 0.75 meters. We can convert meter to centimeter. From meter to centimeter, we multiplying by 100. Multiplying by 100, we get 75 centimeters. It is the first required height of the water after 1.5 hours. And find the time needed to fill the tank. We want to find the time. Time equal what? From the meaning of the rate, this volume is poured in the tank after 1 hour. So the time needed to fill the tank. What is the volume of all tank? The volume of tank dividing the rate to get the time. Volume of tank equals length times length times length, because it is a cubic, dividing the rate equals 7 meters. Length equals 7 meters, but the rate is 24,500 liters. So we must convert meter into decimeter. Meter into meter to decimeter, multiplying by 10. So 7 meters equals 70 decimeter. 70 times 70 times 70, dividing the rate 24,500, we get 14 hours. Number 5, in the opposite figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which measure of angle C equal 110 degree, measure of angle ABD equal 50 degree. Find measure of angle A. Measure of angle A. From the properties of parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal in measure. So measure of angle A is 110 degree. 110 degree. Measure of angle ADC. ADC. We want to find the measure of this angle. From the properties of parallelogram, the two consecutive angles are 180. So measure of angle ADC equals 180 minus 110 equals 70 degree. These are the required. If you wanted to find another required, which is measure of angle BDC. BDC. Another required. BDC. This angle only. Also from the parallelogram properties, we get or we know the measure of angle ABD equal measure of angle BDC. This angle equals the measure of this angle. So this angle is 50 degree. If we want another required, the measure of this angle, how we can get this angle? We get all angle D is 70 degree This is 50. What is the measure of this? 20. 70 minus 50. Measure of angle ADB equals 70 minus 50 equals 20 degree. وبكده نكونوا خلصنا مراجعة الترم الأول، وأشوفكم على خير إن شاء الله وربنا يوفقكم. Thank you. Goodbye.